Recording started.
Okay.
Good evening, good afternoon. It is not evening yet. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome you all in our today's workshop. And I believe it's very important for every president, education and membership to know exactly how to make a successful plan for the club to reach the excellence or distinguished president distinguished according to the club success plan. So we're having one of the best in District 20 that will lead us in this journey, and I hope that actually I'm not hoping, I believe that and trust that we all are going to get a great benefit from this workshop at the end, inshallah. And thank you so much, Edith and Fatima Abdo, for accepting this request and giving us such a wonderful and very precious workshop. Thank you, and over to you. So please introduce yourself, because I don't know how to introduce you. You have a lot of things, but I prefer you to introduce yourself. Thank you so much, Edith and Fatima Abdo.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Siham, Division H Director, first of all, for inviting me to present or conduct this workshop, as it's very important and very crucial, especially now we are at the beginning of a new semester. And second, I would like also to thank each and everyone who attended today, because this reflects their own dedication and commitments. And this is how we have to start at the beginning, to be committed, to be dedicated, and to have a clear plan for the whole year. So thank you, everyone. And I hope this workshop will be very beneficial, as Toastmaster Siham mentioned earlier. To introduce myself, for those who don't know me, I'm, of course, a member in some clubs in Toastmasters in District 20. And of course, I'm a charter member of some clubs in District 20, and as well as one of the unrestricted clubs in Toastmasters International, that is a bilingual club for ladies. This is all about me in brief, because I want to take the majority of our time today for this plan, as I mentioned that, because it's very important. Before I start, I like to just ask you all to interact with me the way you like. If you would like to chat, if you would like to unmute yourself and speak, whenever you feel that there is something you need some clarification about it, please feel free to unmute yourself, to ask, and to stop me and to ask your question. Other than that, we are going to have two sessions or two parts. The first part will be a theoretical part, which will be more interactive. And the second part will be practical in order to implement what we have mentioned and discussed throughout this workshop. So to start with, I would like to ensure that everyone is very attentive and ready to start. Please show me a thumbs up or answer my question. Are you ready to start?
Yes, we are ready.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, please make some noise.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Beta. Okay, now let's move to our first slide, that is the agenda. And why do we have an agenda? Because as we are going to talk about the plan, we need to be very organized, to have very systematic way of thinking. So planning means that you have an agenda and you have some action or some procedures that you need to follow. First of all, we are going to define the plan, and this is your part. I'm going to ask you, what is your plan, or what do we mean by a plan? Then, why do we need a plan? Who decides the plan? What is the plan? And we will end with the second part, as I mentioned, that there will be a practical session. Okay, before I ask you what is the plan or what do we mean by a plan, I love this quote. When you do the things in the present that you can see, you are shaping the future that you are yet to see. So you have some facilities, you have some things between your hands, and now you are going to work again in a team in order to achieve some goals in the future. That is the future. Okay, what is the meaning of a plan at the beginning? Let's just have some answers. Can you define the word plan? Yes, I can see Toastmaster Fatima Dashti and Toastmaster Siham raise their hands. So let's start with Toastmaster Fatima. What is the plan?
First of all, you have to define your target. According to that, you will put steps to go to that target. Either it's going to be small steps or big steps. And at the end, you have to measure the results and you see, did you achieve the goal or not?
Well explained. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fatma. So there are some steps, and then at the end, you have to measure or assess the procedure and to check, did it work or not? Toastmaster Siham, let's hear from you.
I believe it's a strategy or a way that you are drawing in order to reach your goals at the end.
Thank you so very much, because this is another definition. It's a strategy. Yes, I totally agree with you. Let's hear from Toastmaster Bita.
It's a sort of forecasting the SWOT analysis of a club.
Exactly, yes. This is another definition of a plan. Thank you so much for your interaction. As you can see in this slide, my own definition, I'm not going to give you a scientific definition of a plan, but this is my own definition. The plan is the road map for any person, for any organization, for any club, for any authority, that you need to plan your steps, as Toastmaster Fatma mentioned, to put your strategy, as Toastmaster Siham mentioned, or to forecast and to imagine, expect. All these things is the roadmap. So your plan is your journey. As you can see in the road, there are some ups and downs. There are some obstacles. There are some risky roads. There are slippery roads. You have sometimes to speed up. You have sometimes to slow down. And this is exactly what do we actually do in the plan. Now, why do we need a plan? As a club, we are talking now as a club or a club officers, we need to know, why do we need a plan? Of course, we need a plan because the plan provides the club with a clear vision. Where do we want to go? Where are we heading for? And it also provides focus on the areas of improvement and continued success. We need to succeed. We need to achieve our goals. So we need to plan what goals are we going to achieve, and what is the target group, and when are we going to achieve our goals. So all these things is included in the plan. Also, the plan allows you to break the things into smart goals. And I believe that all of you know what is SMART goals. SMART goals, of course, this is an acronym. S stands for what?
Success, Mary.
No.
Smart, no, smart. Smart,
Yes.
specific.
Specific. Excellent. Yes. S stands for specific. M. Measurable.
Achievable.
A. Achievable. R. Reliable or realistic. Okay.
Yeah.
The fifth is T. T.
Timing.
Timing. Yeah, timing.
Yes, time bound or timing. Thank you so much. And these are the 5 criteria that we need to include whenever you want to achieve a goal. They should be SMART goals. Also, the plan highlights the areas that need time and attention to provide a fantastic club experience. Why do we need a plan? Because the plan creates a plan to gain your distinguished club program, which each and every club and Toastmasters aim at. We all aim at achieving this status that reflects how strong the club is, either to be a distinguished club or to be a select distinguished club or to be a president's distinguished club. Okay. Who decides the plan? Of course, as club officers, we are responsible for creating or making or building up this plan, but it depends on some pillars or some, the procedures that we need to follow. The club committee is responsible for that. How many members are there in the club committee? The executive committee members. How many members are there?
7 plus IPP, so the 8. Sorry.
A smart Toastmaster, yes, Toastmaster Siham. There are 7 club officers because you know that is the president, VP education, VP membership, VP PR, the treasurer, the secretary, and the sergeant at arms, plus the immediate past president because he is working as an advisor for the club. We need his or her experience. We need his or her input in order to work as a team properly. Then we use the feedback we have received from members and AD reports. You see, we need the feedback from whom? From the members of the club as well as the AD's report. That means that we need to work or to cooperate with the AD because he is or she is the one who will visit the club and will support and help the club to achieve this plan or to achieve their goals. Because we are one team and we all are aiming at achieving this status that is to be a distinguished club. The feedback we get from members, from even the guests, will help the club to work together and to know exactly what are the areas that we are strong in, what are the areas that we need to work on in order to develop our performance. Before or at the beginning, we need to implement the moments of truth. Moments of truth are very important in each and every club. And even in our lives, we need to implement these 6 moments of truth that start with the first impression. When we have a guest in our club that visits the club for the first time, or even he is a regular guest that he visits the club each and every meeting, we need to welcome him very warmly in order to get him or to convey him as a member and to gain that next time he is going to be with us, either to stay as a guest or to be converted into a member. First impression, then the membership orientation. When the members themselves feel that they are oriented, they are taken care of, because Some of them are new members. They need mentorship, mentoring. They need to know more about pathways. For example, they want to know how can they achieve their goals, and they need that to feel that security. To feel secured means that we need to give them a helping hand. And this could be done by implementing one of the moments of truth, that is membership orientation. Fellowship, variety, and communication. We need also to keep in touch with the members. The program planning and meeting organization. As long as we prepare and plan for our meetings, we choose very attractive themes. This will help the members to feel enthusiastic, to feel energetic, to feel very excited, and to participate as an active member in the meeting itself. Membership strength, it's very important. And it's always said that the member in Toastmasters is at the top of the pyramid. Without the member, there will be no clubs, no areas, no divisions, and no Toastmasters at all. At the end, we also need to acknowledge and to recognize all the members' achievements. This is how they feel valued, they feel encouraged and motivated to achieve more. What is the plan? As we discussed earlier, that the plan is the roadmap. So you are going to draw your roadmap with your team to discuss together each and every single part of this plan. And we are going to demonstrate, and I will display the plan that I did when I was a VP Education last year in one of my clubs. And I will show you how we went through each and every single step of this plan gradually. The success plan also allows you to focus on different aspects of the club. The first part of the plan includes the team composition, which is very important at the beginning. Sometimes the ExCom members themselves, they don't know each other. And this is the first time to deal with each other, especially if it's a new club. Then we need also to agree upon some core values, not only the 4 core values of Toastmasters. And we all know that there are 4 core values in Toastmasters that we need to implement in our meetings and in our lives. What are these 4 core values?
Rise, respect, integrity, excellent service.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Beta. Yes, it is integrity, respect, service, and at the end, excellence. If we achieve the first 3, that is respect, integrity, respect, and service, we are going to have excellent job at the end. So this is excellence. Added to that, we can also add our own values. And we are going again to discuss some of these values, and we add our own values to the club success plan. Team operation and principles. We have some principles that will organize the way we communicate with each other from the very beginning. Potential obstacles, all the expected obstacles that we have in the current status and even in the future. We may expect what will happen later in the future so that we can discuss what are these obstacles in order to put some solutions for them. Meeting protocol and team interaction and behavior norms. These are the 6 pillars of the club success plan. First of all, we need to focus on goals. As I mentioned, we need to focus on the goals, the SMART goals. The starting point should be at the beginning of the semester, which starts, of course, at the end of the previous semester in June. That is, June 30th, 2021. This will be the end of the last term and the start or the new beginning of a new term. The plan should start from June 30th till June 30th the next or the following year. The goals to be achieved, we need to decide, are we going to be a distinguished club or to achieve 5 to 6 goals? Are we going or aiming at being a select distinguished club to achieve 6 to 7 to 8 goals? Or are we aiming at the stars to be a president distinguished club or to achieve 9 to 10 goals of the DCP points? This depends on the club executive committee. If you plan for something, you can, if you plan properly for that, you will do it. You will definitely achieve your goals, but you need to focus on these goals and how can you achieve them clearly. Okay, let's see what's next. Of course, we have, how many parts do you have an idea about how many parts in the DCP points? In the plan itself, in the dashboard, how many parts?
Yes, I have.
Well, now, without cheating, how many parts are there in the plan?
I swear I'm not cheating. I don't look at the screen.
Okay. No, I didn't mention on this slide. It's only part one.
Some of them, yeah, some of
All
them.
in all, how many parts are there in the DCP points?
There are 1, 2, 3. There are 4.
Yes.
4, no, 3, 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
There are 4 parts in the DCP points on the dashboard. The first part is the major one. It is the most important one. All of them, of course, are very important, but the first one is the most important one. Why?
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time, and it needs the collaboration and the cooperation of all members, not only the ExCom members. So it takes time and effort. So we need to focus on these goals because they are 6 goals, 6 educational goals. And if we want to split them into pieces, we have, the first point is to achieve that we have 4 level 1s, okay, awards. This will be considered as 1 point. Then, who can help me?
2.
2 of
2
level.
members for 2 level.
Excellent. 2 of level 2 award.
Also 2 of level 2.
Considered 1 more point.
Also 2 of level 2.
Exactly.
Excellent. Yes. Again, another 2 level 2 awards. This will be considered as another point. So now we have 3. The 4th point is?
3rd
To
level.
level 3.
2.
How many?
2.
2.
Exactly, yes. To have 2 level 3 awards, this will be considered 1 more point. And the 6th one is, of course, either
1
to
level
1 more,
5
1
or
level
4
4
or DTM.
or 1 level
5
5 or
DTM.
DTM.
yes, achieving the DTM status. Excellent. So now these are the 6 goals. So the most important thing is level 1 because they are 4 awards or 4 certificates and it will be considered as 1 point. So it takes time in order to motivate the members, especially those who are newly recruited or newly appointed in the club, to encourage them to achieve level 1. Then the next point is to review the current situation in the club, just to analyze where are we now and where we are going to reach, where we are heading. What is the current status of the members in education program? Who will achieve what? Or who is due to earn what? Because if you know exactly what to do, you are going to achieve definitely these goals. So before we distribute the plan, we need to have a step before that. What is this step? Is to distribute, for example, as some clubs they do, to distribute a Google form, a link of a Google form, to ask the members, what is the award or which level are you going to give to the club? Some of the members are dual members, as you all know. So they will give you one award or two awards. They will decide what awards or what levels will give to this club or that club. And in order to just make sure that I need to put my plan, I need to put a time limit for my goals. Are we going to achieve this by the end of December, by the end of February, by the end of April, by the end of the year? Because this is how I can plan properly. I know how many members I have, and these members are, some of them are dual members, some of them are new members. So the new members will definitely dedicate or give the certificate for the club. But for the dual members, we need to confirm or to need to know what level are they going to give to the club. So this will be prior to the plan itself. Then, how motivated are members to progress through the education program? We need to plan some programs, some meeting themes, attractive meeting themes. We need also to organize some events for the clubs, for the members, in order to motivate them. What obstacles keep members from completing projects? Some of them, they travel. Some of them, they lose their jobs. Some of them, they have many commitments they cannot commit and they cannot fulfill their projects. And some of them as well are demotivated. So we need to know exactly what are the obstacles that keep the members from completing their projects or achieving their goals. How familiar are members with pathways? And I mean the new members in particular. Why? Because some of them are not fully aware of using technology. So we need to implement again one of the moments of truth, that is membership orientation. Membership orientation will help the new members to know how to start their educational program, how do they access the website, how do they fulfill or deliver the speeches and get feedback or evaluation. The last point is, how does your club promote the education program? This is considered as what? Again, let's go back to the moments of truth. How does your club promote the education program? It is related to what? Any answers? Any guesses?
By conducting education sessions.
Yes, we are conducting education sessions for the sake of the members. Okay, but what is the benefit of that for the member itself, for himself?
To get an idea about what to do and what not to do.
Okay, yes. But if we are going to promote the education program, the members' achievements, that means that I'm taking care of those members. I'm motivating them in order to achieve more goals. Whenever they feel that they are valued members, they will achieve more, definitely. So when we promote the club education program, when we design some posters for members who achieved level 1, 2, 3, or whatever, if we acknowledge them when they achieve one of the, let's say, if they have fulfilled the HP project, for example, or they have achieved their distinguished Toastmaster status, that means that I'm encouraging and motivating the members. And this is one of the moments of truth, acknowledgement or recognition of the members. And this, of course, will be reflected positively on the club itself. Now let's go to part 2. Part 2 is considered of, again, one of the obstacles towards achieving this goal, because maybe now in the pandemic and the COVID-19, many members are reluctant. They do not want to go further. They do not want to renew their membership. And this is also one of the obstacles. Adding members to the club is also one of the obstacles. However, we can overcome these obstacles by promoting for the club, motivating the members, motivating each and every achievement of the member himself or herself. Again, choosing and planning for program, let's say, for example, attractive themes. This will attract more guests who will be one day could be members. So all these things will help the membership or the VP membership to gain more members. Now we have 2 points in the part of the membership. Adding 4 members will get or will help the club to get 1 point, and adding another 4 members will also help the club to get another 1 point. So now in total they became how many points? With 6 education. Come on. We have 6 education goals. Now, 2 for membership. Exactly, yes. We have 6 for education. This was the first part. The second part is for the membership. That will be 2 points. Adding 4 members, you will get 1 point. Adding extra 4 members, you will get another 1 point. So all in all, now we gained 8 points. Review the current situation regarding membership, how many members the club has, and how many members we need to go, what is the base number of the club itself, and how many members we are planning to add to the club. On average, how many new members join your club each and every year, because this also reflects how strong the club is. What are the club's obstacles in achieving its membership goals? This could be one of the main issues that should be discussed amongst the club officers. The third part of the DCP points, or the Distinguished Club Success Plan, is the training. Training, of course, is sponsored by the district itself. There are 2 main training sessions that is done, one in the summer and the second one is the winter training, what we call the club officers training 1 and 2. Yes, COT. The COT 1 has already done by the district on July 2nd, I remember. And then there will be a makeup coat for those who couldn't make it for the first part. If 4 club officers attended this training, you will gain 1 point. So this is also one of the points that you can secure for the club itself. One more thing I would like to mention here is that it's not only the benefit of the club if you added 1 point for the DCP points, but it will be also beneficial as well for the members or the club officers themselves. The more you know about our responsibilities and our missions and our duties that we need to fulfill, the more successful the club will be. That's why we have to work on, or to make sure that the club officers attended the club officers training in summer, and then the second one will be in winter. That starts in February. Review the current situation regarding training, and on average, how many club officers are trained each year? What are your club's current obstacles in achieving its training goals? The fourth part of the DCP points is the administration. And this is the first point that we gain by the beginning of, at the very beginning of each and every Toastmasters year. On time, let's say, on-time submission, I will start with the second point. On-time submission of the club officers list will considered as half point. Half point. And the second half will be the payment. If we paid or renewed for the members by the end of September, that means that in October, you will get 1 point regarding the administration. So make sure that the club secretary has to submit the club list of the club officers on time at the end of or before the end of June. What are your club's current obstacles in achieving its administration goals? Don't we have a secretary, for example? Okay, that's fine. We can ask one of the club officers to be acting as a secretary, or to take another role plus his main role as a president, for example, or as a VP education, and he will be the secretary, and to attend the club officers training and to update the club officers list on the website. This is how we gain easily this point. So what's next? Now we knew what is the plan, who is responsible for the plan, what are we going to do, and what are we going to plan as a club officer. So what is next? Yes, I can see Tosmasa Siham raise their hand.
Actually, I'm raising my hand for something just for the secretary, for the president and the VP to be a secretary. This is not allowed on the website. If you try to submit them, it is not allowed for being a president and the secretary, or a VP and the secretary. So,
you know why?
Yeah. So there must be someone else. There must
exactly,
be
yes.
treasurer or maybe membership.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who knows the reason behind that? As
I
a president or as a VP education, I cannot take the secretary's role as well as my own role as a president or the VP education. What is the reason behind that?
The reason behind that, if you allow me, that we all have to vote. So we are three. It is not preferable to make one person have two voices, whereas someone else can be.
Let me correct you or amend that, Tosmasa Siham, if you allow me.
Yeah, of course.
As a secretary, you are one of the base camp manager. As a VP education, you are a base camp manager. As a president, you are a base camp manager. So if you are taking two roles as a president and a secretary, that means that you are the base camp manager for the majority of the members. Sometimes we don't have a good connection to the internet, or sometimes we travel, sometimes we do not check the pending list on our laptops or on devices regularly. So that means that we will slow down, or we will not be able to help the members to achieve their goals quickly. So it's better and it's preferable to have another person, let's say the treasurer, let's say, for example, the secretary to take this role until we can announce another election for the club, that there is a vacant in the club offices, that is the secretary, I mean, and then we can choose another member to be appointed as a secretary for the club. So this is the reason, because he is, of course, he is going to vote. Yes, he is going to vote in the international convention, which will be held in August, inshallah. And he is a base camp manager. So just to make sure that all members, whenever they achieve their goals and they send the request for the club VP education or president and secretary, one of them can approve their progress or approve their projects. Now, let's say after we have planned now, we are now fully aware of who are going to plan, what are they going to plan, what are the goals that we are going to achieve, and how can we achieve them. What is next? We need to start discussing our plan. We need each area in this club success plan, we need to work on it, to take actions. We need to know what are the resources that we really need in order that will help us to achieve these goals, the assignment, and then the timetable, to be very clear. And I have two forms I can share with you later, inshallah, after this workshop. Now let's see. This is the form that I did on Excel sheet. This will also help you to decide who are the members who are going to fulfill or submit the awards and the expected date for that. So this will help you to achieve and to know how many points did you get by the end of each month. Okay, now it's time for application. How many members are now? There are 15 members. Okay, now we can start. First, I will discuss the plan. And then after that, we are going to go in breakout rooms, 3 breakout rooms. Each breakout room will have 5 members or 5 attendees to discuss what are we going to do. Let's just keep me. I will stop sharing and I will share the other one. This is my club success plan that I did last year. Is it clear? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Okay. So this is the club success plan. Let's, as we discussed, that we have the team composition. Now, can you see it clearer than before? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Great. So at the beginning, we need to start with the team composition. As you can see here, this is the club number that was Laugh Out Loud, Toastmasters Club. It's an advanced club that is specified and it takes care of how to inject humor and how to conduct educational sessions and educational workshops in order to teach the members how to inject humor in their speeches. So this is the club number. And now, the first thing, name the members of the club executive committee. All the 7 officers should be mentioned, plus the immediate past president. Of course, this is the list of the 7 club officers plus the immediate past president. Then we need to agree upon what are the values that we are going to implement in our club, plus the Toastmasters core values, as I have mentioned earlier. Toastmasters International's values are integrity, respect, service, and excellence. These values should be incorporated as an anchor point in every decision made at all levels within the organization. Toastmasters values provide a means of guiding and evaluating the organization's operations, planning, and envisioned future. So what are the club executive committee's values? What are your own values that you need to add to the club? From after discussion in the executive committee meeting last year, we agreed upon adding trust, because this is important to have trust among all the members, including the club officers. Collaboration, good humor, because as I mentioned that we need to know how to inject humor. So this is one of the values, to have good humor, clean humor, and loyalty. And the last one was transparency. These are the core values that we have put for our club. Then the team operating principles. What are the principles that you need to implement in your club? What principles does the club executive committee hold? These principles might include trust, safe learning, collaboration, etc. We have agreed upon 4 principles. The first one is empowerment. We need to empower our members, respect, of course, fun learning, and teamwork. These are the 4 principles that we have put for our club.
Yes. Can we write as long as we can, or just be for either in principles or values?
Sorry?
It's free to write whatever we like, or it just must be for the values or the
I didn't get it. Your voice is not clear.
Okay. My voice is not clear. Right now it's clear?
Yes.
Okay. I mean for the values, our own values and the principles.
Mm-hmm.
Must they be 4, or we can add whatever we like?
No, of course you can add whatever you want. But this is
Okay.
what we put because, you know, Toastmaster Siham, it's open for everybody. You can add whatever you want. If you want to add 10 principles or more than 4 values, for example, it's up to you or up to the club officers. But the less you put, the more you can achieve because you are not going to be distracted. If you have many principles, that means that you are putting more restrictions on yourself as well as on the members themselves. So let's take the major ones. If we have trust, that means that if I trust you, I will respect you. So respect will be embedded under the trust. If I trust you, so that means that I'm going to cooperate with you. I'm going to help you, to support you. So all these things. So choose the main ones. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much, but there was lagging in your internet, I believe.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, shall I repeat?
It's okay. No. I got the idea. I'm just telling you just for any further.
I always keep my router next to me, so I don't know what I need. Anyhow, okay, let's move now to the other point, that is potential obstacles, which is one of the pillars of building a new or a very strong club plan, success plan, is the potential obstacles. Now you have a vision, a clear vision for the future, and you are also analyzing the current status or the present of the club itself. What are the obstacles that the club has faced last year, and now we are going to face the same obstacles for the coming year? We need to bear in mind what are these challenges in order to predict or put some anticipated solutions for them. Have fun, laugh and learn with respect to the meeting rules. No experience in stand-up comedy, because in Laugh Out Loud we have a 4th or a 5th segment that is devoted to stand-up comedy. How can we differentiate between stand-up comedy and humor or humor speeches? This is also one of the things that we taught in Laugh Out Loud. And maybe because many of the members, they don't know what is a stand-up comedy, how can we deliver it, and what is the difference between it and the entertainment speech and the humorous speech. This is one of the obstacles. We are not improving neither in humor speeches nor in stand-up comedy. This could be also one of the obstacles. Lack of commitment, especially that this club is an advanced club. That means that all members are dual members. They have other commitments and they have also other clubs. Membership retention. I believe that it's one of the main obstacles, not only in advanced club, but for all clubs. Now let's move to the fourth one, that is meeting protocol. The meeting protocol in general means how will the club executive committee process the tasks. For example, consider how often to meet or call, what the meeting practice will be. So we wrote that once in a month, as executive committee, we are going to meet once in a month, and extra virtual meetings if needed. If there is something special, if there is an event that we are organizing for an event, or arranging for a celebration or the club anniversary, or any event that we are going to plan for it, any issue, any business plan that we need discussed together, we can meet virtually on Zoom. Meeting agenda will be prepared in advance. All officers will participate in the topics of discussion and voting. Time of starting and closing the meeting will be fixed. Regular meetings will last for 1 hour. That is for the executive committee meetings. So we should have a clear vision. How many times are we going to meet, and how often are we going to meet, for how long, and what are we going to discuss. And of course, this will be on a regular basis. Then we have the team interactions and behavioral norms. How will decisions be made? Is it a one-man show? Do you think so?
Never.
Any responses?
Collaborative attempt wherever we are. It's a
Absolutely.
collaborative attempt.
Absolutely.
Exactly, yeah.
So we need to take decision after a fruitful and respectful discussion
Discussion.
among all the club officers. We need to discuss that first, then take one decision, and then we convey that decision or that discussion to the club council as well
Council.
as needed. Yes, if we need to vote on something, so we have to discuss it first, vote as club members or club officers, and then the next step will be to convey that decision or that voting for the members, because they need to vote on that decision as well. So decisions will be made to the best interest of the club by majority votes, as per the parliamentary procedures. They need to discuss, to listen to the majority as well as the minority, discuss that, then we vote. After that, we pass the motion to the club office, the club council members, and they also have to vote on that. The second norm is to have equal and fair participation to the ExCom members during discussions. Not because I'm asserted at arms that you will not hear or listen to me. No, you will be heard, you will be respected, and your vote is very important. So we need to have equal opportunity, equal and fair participation in discussion and in taking decision in the club. So this will be also a behavioral norm that we need to respect and to state in our club success plan. Let's go. What will be the club executive committee's method of communication? We need also to determine the first preference or second preference and so on. For all clubs, I believe that the best and the first preference for them is using, of course, WhatsApp group. This will be their first and best preference. The second method of communication will be an email, for example, or maybe they choose to communicate through Zoom meetings. The third is the phone call or video conference or whatever. So you need just to state three options, three preferences for, or three methods how can you communicate as club officers. Is that clear? Okay. What will the communication parameters be? Parameters might include whether the club executive committee communications by phone or email, how long will meetings last, how often will the committee members communicate with each other and with the area director as well. So here we said that we will have 1 hour to 1.5 hours ExCom meetings monthly. So we will meet on a monthly basis, once in a month, and the meeting will last for 1 to 1.5 hours. We also communicate on a daily basis, of course, through WhatsApp, through calling, through Zoom meetings, whatever. And the last one will be how to communicate with the area director, because as I told you, he is the one who will give you a helping hand whenever you need. He will help you to communicate with the outside environment, with the outside clubs, especially within the club, within the area itself. And they will help you to conduct open houses in order to increase your membership if needed. So the area director is always invited to attend our regular meetings and all club events. Now, how will the club executive committee resolve differences of opinion? Yes, resolving conflict is also very important. We as members, we are all human beings. Sometimes I have a point of view, you have another point of view, and we will discuss together. Sometimes we face some challenges. That's why different points of view sometimes causes having conflict in the club. But we need to implement the core values that we have stated at the beginning. One of these core values is respect. We have to respect each other and to respect the other point. But how can we deal with such cases? How can we resolve these differences of points of views or opinions? First of all, we need to listen actively, or to implement our active listening to all opinions. Whether you are with me or you are against me, you have the same point of view or you have another point of view, at the end, we are all club members and we are working together as a team for the benefit of this club. All these members have trust in us and they choose us as club officers. So we need to have active listening. This is the first thing. Second, to respect other members' opinion. It doesn't matter if it's a minority or a majority, we need to respect each other's members' opinion. Discussion based on best interest of the club, not for the sake of me, not for the sake of any other member, but for the sake of the club and for the best interest of the club. Vote for the best opinion for the club again. The majority decision is accepted and applied by all members. Now, the other question. How will the club executive committee members support one another? First, to agree on the main goals. That's why at the beginning, when we discussed the club success plan, we said that we need to focus on what? We need to focus on what?
On goals.
On goals. Excellent. Excellent. Tosma Hanan? I guess?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome, Tosma Hanan.
Thank you.
Yeah. We need to focus on the goals, and if they are SMART goals, all the members will agree, of course, and they will help us achieve these goals because they are made for the members themselves. Second, work as one team. Believe me, if the executive committee members, if the club officers really implement teamwork, if they are working as one team, I guarantee you that they will have a very successful club. You are a role model. If you are just, as they say, walk the talk, all the members will look up at you as a role model and they will follow you. And this is how you create other leaders. You are a true leader, an exemplary leader, that you are walking the talk and they will follow you. They will respect and implement whatever you do. So work as a team. Then the third point is knowing the points of strength and weaknesses of the team. Analyze what are the obstacles, what are the points of strength that you have in your club, work on them to increase them, and work on the obstacles to overcome them. The fourth thing is to complete each other to achieve the main goals. That means to have one vision, to have one goal, to make our club a successful club. Next question. How will the club executive committee be held accountable for its responsibilities? We have stated 2 points here. The first one, all club members trust each other and respect each other. The second point, all are senior members. As I have mentioned that we are an advanced club, all of them are dual members. So all of them are senior or seasoned members, know very well their responsibilities and all promised to fulfill the role responsibility to the maximum of their abilities. how will the club executive committee and supporting members be organized for their efforts? Again, we stated here 2 points. Certificates and plaque will be given to the club executive committee at the end of the year, just as a kind of appreciation for those club officers for the great effort they have done throughout the whole year. And of course, for the members for their efforts. The second point, the announcements of great achievements, remarkable achievements, like achieving, for example, let's say the master degree for one of the members, the anniversary of the club. Also, one of the members achieved the Distinguished Toastmaster Club status or award. So all these achievements should be recognized and acknowledged by the club officers. And this is how they feel that they are really appreciated and encouraged. So now it's time to start. And now I will stop sharing. And we need to go to our breakout rooms for 10 minutes. You will have the form of the executive committee success plan, and you can just fill it out. Are the breakout rooms ready, Toastmaster Siham?
They are, where is it? So we can assign automatically, right? 3 for
We need to
each room,
divide it into 3 rooms.
I guess, yeah. 3 rooms.
So let's say that every 5 members will be in one room.
We have 15.
If yes, we are 17, but including me and you,
Okay, so 15. All right. Okay.
Yes, 15 will be okay. So we can distribute all the attendees and send them to a breakout room. As soon as you reach the breakout room, you will have 10 minutes to discuss the club success plan. Let me first download the club success plan here, but the empty form. And then we can send you there.
Okay. The breakout rooms are ready, all right?
Okay, just a few seconds to check. Okay. Anyhow, I will download my own club success
I have
plan.
it on my. Can send it.
Yes, please. Just upload it to the chat box.
Okay.
So that they can see it and they can fill it out. So as a team in the breakout room, you will have 10 minutes to discuss within your team all these things, the 6 parts of the club success plan. Even if you even just mention one point in each and every single point, this will be enough for us. Just we need to brainstorm to discuss within a team how can you build up your club success plan. Then after that, we will discuss in general after you remain when you return back to the main session. Okay. Did you upload the file, Toastmaster Siham?
I'm trying right now. Okay.
Welcome, DTM Morley.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great. Great.
Okay, if you don't have it, Toastmaster Siham, I can upload mine.
I have it actually, but because I am joining from 2 devices, he doesn't want me to do anything anyway.
Okay, for the time being, I will upload the filled out one, my own ready success plan. This is my club success plan. It's already posted. You can download it before you go to the breakout room. You can have a look, and then after that, you can build up your own plan as per the discussion within your team. So now please open the breakout rooms, Toastmaster Siham, and we will start 10 minutes.
I start 10 minutes.
Yes, we can start now. In room 1, we have 4 participants. In room 2, the same. In room 3, there are also 4 members. That's fine. We can start now.
Okay.
Are you going to count for them, or I will start timing?
I started timing as well. No problem.
Okay. We can pause recording till they come back again, because it takes 10 minutes. I think no need to record. Just pause the recording. Welcome back. Hi.
All of you, by the way, Kulamat Intakir, happy Eid. I already told Fatma ji, but then
Thank
to
you so much.
others, Eid
Thank you
Mubarak.
so much, Ditya Morley. Same to you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I could see my Arabic teacher is also here with us today.
Yes, I am.
He is the organizer.
Okay. Welcome back, all members, and thank you so much for cooperating with me and to implement a part of this club success plan within your groups in the breakout room. How was it there? Was it hard?
Excellent.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Attractive.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, because we all know that the practical part is very important. As long as we practice, the more we practice, the more we get more experienced. So as they all say, that practice makes perfect.
DTM Fatima Abdo, we are lucky to have a very famous our District 20 official here.
Toastmaster Salim, you mean?
No, we have a DTAC chairman is here.
Who?
I will not tell you, but keep going.
DTAC chairman?
For 2022, DTAC chairman is here.
Okay, first of all, let me acknowledge him. I have to acknowledge him or her. I don't know who.
No, I am not supposed to reveal that, but she is here, he is here.
Okay, anyhow, please, thank you so much for being with us, the DTAC chairman for District 20. Welcome. And we hope that this session will be very beneficial. Now, I would like to start with the first group. Who will represent the first group to discuss? You have 5 minutes to discuss your club success plan.
Fatma is the leader.
Okay, let's go.
Yalla.
Fine.
Yeah.
The first group, room 1, I have the Toastmaster Adari, Toastmaster Hanan, and Toastmaster Siwad. Thank you all for the discussion, a great discussion we had. During to the lack of time we discussed it late, little bit fast in the last 5 minutes. The most important things that we discussed that about the educational, we need to know the points we need to stop at. Just like was mentioned earlier in the beginning of this workshop, the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means that we need to know the strength points, weakness points, opportunities, and the threats that we have. For our educational, it's already there in the website
for the members levels, and we just need to know from the members which levels they are gonna give for the club.
Great.
And yeah, and so we have to count it for level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the DTM, of course. And what challenges they have to finish their levels, if they have any at all. As well as it's the same thing for the membership. We need to know how many members there are in the club at the meantime. And if we are losing members, why we are losing members? This is for the membership, the VBE. And after that, the VBE...
Excuse me, Tosma Fatma, what are the reasons behind members who leave the club? Did you discuss that, for example, or what are the obstacles that are facing membership in the club or the education program, for example?
If the club is not providing the members with their needs, it's one of the main reasons they leave the club.
Absolutely.
If they have problems with the meetings, the conducting meetings not good, they are not improving the meetings. Most of the clubs, they are implementing meetings or doing meetings, presenting meetings, just the routine meetings. There is no way of being creative. It's a meeting, yeah, but you need to do it in a different way. You know, we are in different districts here. Each one, we can learn from each other. As for example, for me as a president for Aruba, in our club, we have 4 districts.
Yes.
Usually we don't conduct meetings in the same way. This is why it's so much fun to have a meeting, either in Arabic or in English. It's different in any way. This is some of the reasons. Other reasons, maybe they have problem with the Zoom, or they have problems with finishing their levels, or maybe they have personal problems. You don't know why. After that, the VBE need to discuss why they are leaving the club, why there is a loss of the members number in the club itself. Then, of course, if they put hands together, they can put a plan to gain more members. And after that, whatever there, they can discuss it together. They cannot put a plan by one member. No, they need to put hands together to go for the main target here, which is the success for this club to be distinguished. This is the main things I believe that we focused in, and thank you for allowing us to discuss it with all of you.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much, Tosma Fatima, and for each and every member in your team. Thank you so much for participating with us. Now let's move to the second team, or the second breakout room. Who will represent second team? Who will represent? Yes, Tosma Srinivas. You are the leader of the group. Who is ready to represent group 2?
Srinivas or his successor, Nitesh?
Okay, Tosma Sir Nitish. Tosma Sir Nitish, Jacob. Who are the members in group 2?
Yeah, I know now who is the DTAC chair. Yeah. Yes, I know.
Don't announce, don't announce. Don't announce till officially it is
Of course I'm not. Just to think. Anyway, how long should any speaker speak? Because I don't know.
5 minutes. 5 minutes for each group. So now we're done with one team. Now we still have 2 teams. If you would like to discuss, of course, the floor is open for group 2, for group 3 to discuss whatever you have in your club success.
I would like to ask DT Murali to talk about.
No. Area directors only. Beta Johnson will see Srinivas. I told.
No. We accept. The gurus first. Then
Okay.
we have a veteran.
Okay, room number 3 will be represented by the area director of area 30, to be DTM Beta Johnson.
Amma.
Okay, yes, leader. Yes, area director Tosmos Abita Johnson. Now, you will represent your group in room 3, and now we need to know what are your protocol in your that you are going to apply in your club, what you have discussed within your group regarding the values, regarding the obstacles, regarding the parameter, communication parameter, and everything that you can say within 5 minutes, please. The floor is yours.
Yes, thank you. Let me start from the education plan. We should know where are they? Are they
Yes.
about to finish? And if they need, for example, even before the new year, I mean the new TMI year, we can have a list of where are them. And we can specify who is going to achieve it. And we can promote them, motivate them to achieve that level. And another thing, there might be some people who are not being aware of what are the objectives in their project. Because being the area director, when I speak to some people, they don't know, why should we make speeches like that? See, there are some objectives. So we need to follow the parameters, and we cannot go according to our whims and fancies. So this is about the education. And if they need any extra boosting, for example, extra meetings should be there to meet the goals. I mean, more an additional meeting should be there. And we can have small workshop, at least for half an hour.
Awesome.
I don't know. There are many who doesn't know how to register their levels in the pathways. Let them do by themselves, because this is how we motivate and equip people to be the future leaders.
Exactly.
Let them all learn. This is our plan. Now coming to the next important thing is mentoring. The mentor-mentee relation should be strong. The VP Education and the President, we all have to have an idea whether we are having a smooth functioning in our club. What's lacking? Work on that. Yeah, coming to the extra, I mean members. We can have members, but how well are they? Are they going to stay there or just coming and running? Let's have an idea. If they are going to, for example, if they have a flexible nature, reach them. What's your problem? What makes you having such a nature? You don't like to be in the limelight, or what's your problem? Because this is a club, I mean something which is fruitful wherever you are. It is not only for a club or a district, but something promoting your characters, I mean your personality even.
Exactly.
So give them the proper guiding. And coming to this one, let me see. Am I taking too much time? Is it time for me to stop?
It's okay. You still have 30 seconds.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. You can just mention what are the norms or what are the behavioral norms that you can apply in within your team.
Yeah, norms in the sense for the education we have already mentioned, and coming to the smooth functioning of the club, we must know where are the, I mean, for example, the SWOT. Yes. So work on that. Clarify if there are any doubts. Let it be more flexible and transparent. So whatever is happening, the ExCom should know what's happening and then reach the members. It's not a one-man show. So there should be clear-cut ideas, and everything should be announced prior to something, an event or whatever. So there should be clarity. And I think that's enough from my part.
Thank you so very much, Tosma Sabita, Area 33 Director, for
30,
your
30,
inputs and your
30.
30?
Yes, 30.
Yeah, 30.
30, 30.
Maybe
30.
because of the realignment that that is
Yeah,
made
yeah.
this evening. Thank you so much.
Madam Fatima Abdo, we have P. Srinivas, who is back and he is ready now to from the room number 2.
Okay, thank you so much for helping me, Toastmaster DTM Morley. Okay, are you ready, Toastmaster Srinivas?
Yes, yes, Doctor. I'm very sorry there's something
Most
gone wrong with
welcome.
my PC.
No worries at all. Don't
You know,
feel.
it's on and off, going
It's okay.
offline.
We can hear
Okay,
you
just
very
before,
clearly now. Yes,
yeah,
the floor is yours.
just before it again automatically shuts down, let me tell you quickly. I couldn't really interact with the members in room number 2 because I joined late.
Okay,
And
no.
I could only catch up a little between two members talking about their, their clubs.
Mm-hmm.
As far as club success plan is concerned, over the last 9 years being a Toastmaster, what I've seen is when the beginning of the term, members are so very excited, the XCOM is very exuberant, XCOM is really very accentuating on the goals, their membership roles, and having the speeches done by the speakers. All this is fine. But what's happening is, coming to the midterm or towards the contest season, somehow members are not so enthusiastic as they were in the beginning of the term.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I have really inferred from all this is, yes, there has to be a variety in conducting the meetings,
Mm-hmm.
but the variety should not be so very, different from the normal course of Toastmasters meeting. Obviously, we have to have all the 3 segments, and it's very obvious that pathways, where whomsoever is logged in, of course, all the members have to be logged into pathways. And as the area director, Bita Johnson, said, majority of the members are probably not aware as to how to log into their pathways or how to register their points, their awards. All this probably has to be exercised and ingrained into the members. So yes,
Exactly.
one of the XCOM members has to take the initiative to do this to their members on a frequent basis, or at least once in 3 months or once in 4 months. This exercise has to be done. Plus, when we talk about goals, let's say, for instance, speakers coming up to do their speeches, at the 11th hour, there are dropouts. Now, that is where the club is being harmed, where when it comes to DCP or the club growth, it's really being harmed there.
Yeah.
So we've got to find a solution to that. Now, I don't see anyone coming up with a firm solution as to how we can reverberate or how we can instill that enthusiasm in the members to do their speeches on the schedule, or if at all, if they are not able to, inevitable circumstances are there, unavoidable circumstances are there at times. So if that happens, then how we are going to make up for that slot and help the club.
Yes. I totally agree with you, the Toastmaster Srinivas. Yes, the SWOT analysis is very important as well, and it helps us to know in each and every point, where are we now and where we are heading, what are the weak points, what are the points of strength that we have, what are the obstacles, what are the suggested, and what are the opportunities that we have in order that will help us to overcome all these obstacles. Thank you so much for your insights and for the valuable points that you have added, Toastmaster Srinivas. Thank you very much.
Welcome,
Team 3, all the teams and all the members, all the attendees who attended today's workshop are really awesome. So please, I would like to give you a big round of applause from my end. Thank you so much. And I would like also to appreciate your interaction with me, because this is really important. Unless we are involved in practicing and implementing the parts, we will feel lost. But as soon as you start planning and implement the plan, everything will be very easy. And one more thing I would like to add to the club success plan, I would like to whisper in each and every club officer's ear that you have a crucial role in the club. The club is your responsibility. All the members is your responsibility. If you are not willing to help them or to serve them, never will happen. But at the same time, you don't have the magic wand. We have to work together as one team to cooperate with each other for the sake of the members and for the sake of the club, not for personal interest. And as a VP education, as a VP membership, as a VPPR, you have a special part in the club success plan. You have to fill it carefully. And after filling it out, you can discuss it with the ExCom members, and then you discuss all the aspects, all the points together. Find it all. You can at the end agree upon the total club success plan. As soon as you agree upon it, you can just pass it to the club members to see it and to approve it. This is how the members will feel how valuable they are for the club offices. And I believe that all the obstacles that may face the club offices as well as the club members are the education part as well as the membership. So if the members are felt valued, encouraged, motivated, believe me, miracles will happen. At the end, thank you so much for attending, and that's the end of my workshop. And over to you, Toastmaster Siham.
Thank you so much, and please, with a very big round of applause to DTM Fatima Abdo for the excellence of performance for today and for the huge information, important and beneficial for all of us. I believe everyone has benefited today from this wonderful workshop. And as a sign of appreciation, please accept this small certificate.
Thank you very
on our
much.
side. It's just a sign, but you did a great job. Thank you so much.
That means a lot for me, actually. That means a lot. Thank you so much for your appreciation. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siham.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you all for your lovely participation, coming, attending, anticipation, and I hope that, inshallah, we are going to implement all what we had today, and as much as we can, all together as a teamwork, as DTM Fatma said. Thank you so much, and hope to see you in future workshops.
Sure, inshallah.
Anyone say anything before we leave?
Excuse me, Toastmaster Siham, just I would like to mention one tiny thing before we leave, that whoever would like to have the forms, the Excel sheet, the form of my club success plan, you can just send me a small message and I will share it with you. And I believe that I have downloaded the club success plan, the filled out or the ready club success plan in the chat box. If you need me to provide you with the Excel sheet, I'm totally willing to help you or to serve you all. Whatever you need, any clarification, any explanation, any more questions and queries, I will be ready 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Thank you so much. DTM Murali, want to say something?
Yes,
Go
yes.
ahead,
because I am in Hyderabad, I cannot meet you now there. So please, DTM Fatima Abdo, please accept a flower bouquet I have sent you in the chat box. Please, as well as send me that all the Excel sheet and whatever you have to, so that I can also learn something from you, please.
I got them and I put them on my dress.
Thank you. God bless you. You're really awesome. By the way, if I can share 1 minute, Toastmaster Siham, our Division H Director, I would request all of you, whoever is interested, please join us on 25th, that is Sunday, between 11 to 1 p.m., 11 to 2 p.m., 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in District 91, that is in South London, where I am an area director. And I am very happy to announce that Our Royal Highness DTM, Dr. Fatima Abdo DTM, will present the secretary role in our court there.
Yeah. for the second time.
for the second time in a row. And we are also privileged to have Her Royal Highness Toastmaster Varmeet Kaur will also be the timer there. And for people who really want to learn a lot, we have VP Education by none other than DTM Roshan Louis, VPPR by our district PRM DTM Alan Paul. So District 20 is being
so you stole all the District 20 members.
Dominant.
and you have your servant leader Murli Manohar as the area director there.
We are all there because of you, Ditya.
Yes.
Shukran al Jasiran. Yatik al Afia.
Allah Yafik. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
See you, inshallah, next
I will send the link. Whoever wants to join, they can join and learn extra.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. And excuse me, I need to leave now.
Yes, ma'am.
You all are going to leave?
How is the bouquet, DTM Fatima Abdo ji?
As I told you, I put them on my dress.
Put it on her, yeah.
Okay. Shukran.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hanan, for attending.
Thank you. Thank
Today
you
I
so
got
much.
a new
Thank
friend.
you so much, Dr. Fatma.
Thank you so much.
Toastmaster Seham, I got a new friend from EWTC, Safa Salman, who is the younger sister of DTM Wafa Salman. Incidentally, today is our Kurram Salman's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Wafa is not Wafa's sister.
No. Oh. Same name, Salman.
Exactly. Yes.
No. He just said because of the names. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's making her sister. Yeah.
Safa is a member in an Empowered Ladies Club, and I was privileged to evaluate her icebreaker. It's not icebreaker, the second or third speech last time.
Okay. She's good.
Okay,
She's
everyone.
very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Siam, our Division H Director.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Masalama.